Soon after, Leonard came through 16 and struck this 7-iron. It was the shot of the day, 1.5 feet away, bringing the crowd to its feet. Beam's tee shot on 17 clipped a tree, landed in the bunker. His sand shot was just okay, leaving a testy downhill putt for par. Not this time. Beam had dropped another shot to 6 under. Tiger chipped from the rough to the 18th green after driving wildly and powering a 7-iron over trees and fans. Chipped it well past the hole, leading to his only bogey of the round, a round of 72.
I grinded my tail off today, and I hate ending with the bogey. I mean, that just really ticks me off. But overall, I hit the ball pretty solid today, and I made a lot of big putts I had to make.
Funk 3-putted 17, had a long birdie try at 18. He would make that comeback putt for par and was in at 5 under.
This afternoon, when we restarted for the third round, my swing felt a little bit better, and yeah, I hit some poor shots, but I hit a lot of really good shots today, and that felt good.
Calcavecchia caught a bad lie in the bunker at 18. He applied his claw grip to the lengthy par putt. He would finish 4 under through 3 rounds. Beam also tried to save par at the closing hole. And save it? He did. 6 under. Never better than 70th in a major. He will be in the last group on Sunday with Leonard.
I get nervous out there at times because I know I'm doing good. I know I had the lead today for quite a while, and then Justin just had a spectacular finish. And, my hat's off to him with the way he played. He just played spectacular all day. But I guess I still have a chance to win. Like I said, I still don't expect to, and I'm just going to go out and have some fun.
Leonard's low draw worked wonders in the wind, registering the low round of the day with the only sub-70 score, a 69, when the average was nearly 76.
I just played steady. I didn't do anything spectacular. I drove the ball very well, hit some good iron shots, and once again, like I did yesterday, I was able to capitalize on the good shots that I hit.
Tiger, Leonard recalled that he came from 5 back to win the British Open. These players needed an explosive start and some help from the leaders. Norman was playing credibly in his 21st PGA Championship. Singh and Sluman, past champions. Duval still had not broken 70 in a major in the year 2002. The storied State Theater in downtown Minneapolis played host to a special ceremony Wednesday evening.
Tonight we are honoring and pleased to present the Distinguished Service Award to Tim Finchem. Tim Finchem has been a leader inspiring golf's promotion and the growth of the game into the 21st century.
I can only tell you how deeply moved and appreciative I am of this recognition. But I just hope that as we look at that road down the next 10, 20, 30 years, I get to travel it with all of you for a few more years at least. Thank you very much.
With 18 holes to go in the 84th PGA Championship, it's now all up to Justin Leonard. The 30-year-old Texan is the most meticulous man on tour, carefully organizing his sock drawer by colors, and he plays golf just as tidily. But he'll have to surmount a talented leaderboard dominated by Americans and a torturous course to win the Wanamaker Trophy. Can Tiger Woods, fighting his driver, overcome a 5-stroke deficit to become the only man to win 3 majors in a season twice and win the American Slam, all 3 legs of the U.S. majors in 1 year? Can Rich Beem or Fred Funk win his first major? Or will Mark Calcavecchia uncork a torrid final round? The weather forecast finally calls for near ideal scoring conditions, so let's get out to the action. The driving range was all intensity and the weather all pleasant for the final round.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 210 pairing. First on the tee from Dallas, Texas, Justin Leonard. Next on the tee, please welcome from El Paso, Texas, Rich Beem.
The stronger Beem outdrove Leonard by 40 yards on that first hole, but both made par. Leonard pulled his approach on the par 4 second and couldn't control his third coming out of the rough. A sloping putt for par was hard to read. And the early bogey gave encouragement to his pursuers. Pursuers such as the animated Funk, who playfully imitated the fist pump of pairing partner Woods, who was amused. When Funk birdied the third hole, he celebrated in his own effusive manner, because he was now tied for second with Beem at 6 under. Tiger parred the first 3 holes, not the swift start he'd planned. But he began to make a move on the par 3 fourth, where his sky-scraping 6-iron settled a mere 12 feet away. Funk is one of Tiger's favorite people, and the two made a compatible pairing. Woods for birdie at the 4th. A left-to-right slider. And now he was only trailing by 3 to Justin Leonard. The 636-yard third hole, longest in PGA history, was unreachable even for Tiger and Beem. Beem's third shot, a sand wedge, aimed dead at a tight hole position. He was sticking with his attacking style. Watch this stroke and you'll see why. He led putting stats for the week. A birdie for Beem at the 3rd. Beem now 7 under, trailing Leonard by just 1. Beem, one of the few tour players using graphite irons, felt his 6-iron was just the right club on number 4. And he got just the result he had expected. Hard to believe he gave up professional golf in 1995 to sell cell phones and stereos for $7 an hour. Another birdie putt left no doubt about his nerves under final round pressure. Beem tied for the lead. Tiger parred 5, then hoisted a 7-iron to 12 feet at the 6th. The crowds roar for his birdie, reach the leaders through the trees. The world's number 1 putted for eagle from the back fringe of par 5-7. An impeccable lag putt, leading to birdie, 7 under. 1 behind and stoking momentum. Beem, too, had a long eagle try at the 7th. And he, too, wrapped it close enough to birdie easily. 9 under and in the lead by himself. But Leonard had this birdie putt to stay even with Beem. And and the Texan curled it in to preserve the tie. The 8th hole was the shortest on the course at 178 yards, but played the hardest of any over the weekend. Hazeltine's smallest green is defended by a pond and deep bunkers, and Beam's 7-iron caught the side slope of a bunker. He would have a dicey sand shot toward the water. Leonard had not been hitting crisp iron shots Sunday, leading to this shot. This was a mishit 6-iron, starting right and staying there in the worst possible place. A poor miss at the wrong time for the third-round leader, who was looking at bogey at best. Beam's awkward bunker shot looked momentarily as if it might reach the water, but it stopped on the fringe. He putted for par with a bellied wedge. And the near miss left him 8 under. The littlest hole causing havoc again. Here's Leonard putting for bogey. A huge stumble at the 8th, a double for Leonard, and he had dropped to -7. He not only lost the lead to Beam, but his composure shaken as well. But look at Tiger, 25 feet away for birdie on the 9th. It teased the hole, but somehow stayed out. Still, Tiger considered being down by 1 at the turn to be a bonus. So did the others. Leonard was letting back in contention. It was Beam's lead by 1. Things did not get much better for Leonard at the 9th, where he chipped short and would miss that putt for another bogey, falling back to 6 under. Funk stayed in it. A sharp wedge shot set the table for a birdie at the long 11th. And he was 6 under, calling his week-long rapport with the galleries a funk fest, but something else to celebrate: the emergence of Rich Beam. He had hit the longest tee shot of the day at the par 5 11th, and then hit a screaming second shot from 271 yards away. And look at the result.
We had a perfect yardage, and so there really wasn't any question about going for it. It's just, with which club. We were a little bit downwind, and we had a good number in the front, and I've been feeling good about my swing, and I was a little pumped up, so I decided to go with the 5-wood instead of 3-wood, and it just turned out to be a perfect club, perfect time.
The 11th had not been eagled all week, until Rich Beam conquered it Sunday. Suddenly, incredibly, he was 10 under and the leader by 3. Chris Riley is a 4-time college All-American who played against Woods and Leonard in big amateur events before joining the tour. The 4th-year pro was firing at flag Sunday and making up ground. 5 under at the 13th tee, gunning a 6-iron into birdie territory. Riley then drilled this putt for a 3rd birdie in a row, 6 under. Tiger for birdie on 13.
That putt, it's quick. I knew it from the practice rounds. It was quick, and I just hit it too hard. And then the second putt I just blocked. But it was all set up by the first putt. I knew it was quick, but I didn't really trust it. I said, you know what, the greens have been slow all day. And I hit it, and I should have just trusted my first instinct over the putt.
Tiger went from rough to rough on the short par 4 14th and was in danger of making back-to-back bogeys at a critical point in the final round. Had Beam's eagle unnerved him? Beam had never been in a situation this tight, contending late in a major championship, but the 13th played right into his comfort zone. He faced the same shot he'd faced at the 4th, a normal 6-iron, and again he struck it cleanly. A glorious pressure shot, setting up a chance to extend his lead. 8 feet for birdie. Dead straight. And what a stroke. He was 11 under with holes running out. Woods was extra deliberate. This par putt at 14. Trailing Beam by a seemingly insurmountable 6. Beam bunkered at 14 on his second, had this putt for par. He would return one as well, 10 under for the championship. Woods was wide left with his tee shot at 15. 5 down, 4 to play, yet he still believed.
I told Stevie going down 15, I said, what we're gonna have to birdie out. If we birdie out, we'll win the tournament. And that was my goal, that was my focus, and didn't hit a very good drive down 15, you know, pulled it left, and I said, whatever you do, just somehow make 4 and let's get this thing rolling.
Woods hadn't birdied this par 5 all week, but birdied it Sunday when it was absolutely vital. Woods 6 under in second place, with the crowd doing its part to heighten the dramatic progression. Tiger's stride showed new purpose. 1 birdie down, 3 tough holes to play, particularly this one, the 16th, the signature hole, his second shot. An 8-iron from 162. 10 feet away. This played statistically as the hardest hole of the week. If he holed this putt, the roar would be heard all the way to St. Paul. Two must-make birdies down with 2 holes to play. On to 17, a long par 3. And a killer 7-iron for Woods. Setting up another 10-foot try for birdie. Back on 16, Beam, who had parred the 15th, crossed the newly named Payne Stewart Bridge after a well-directed drive. He worried that he would hit his 9-iron approach too far with his adrenaline surging, so he let up on it, and then worried that it might not carry the water. But alas, it was safe, 35 feet from the hole. From there, he fixed a picture in his mind of a putt he would later call the biggest of his life.
After the putt on 16 went in, I knew that I was in control of my golf swing and I was in control of my emotions, but it was getting tougher and tougher. But I think after that putt went in on 16, I felt pretty good about it.
Tiger, the hunter, instead of the hunted for a change, for birdie at 17. 3 in a row. Woods at 8 under, charging to the 18th, where Tiger drove the ball 282 yards into the fairway with a 3-wood and was 175 to the hole. A 7-iron that seemed digitized for exactness. To 4 feet. The best player in the game was soaring at his very best. Beam, tightening his stomach muscles to relieve tension, played for the center of the green and an uphill putt at 17. And made his par putt post-haste to stay 11 under. Chris Riley bogeyed 18, but finished 3rd at 5 under 283, fulfilling his goal of qualifying for the Masters. The irrepressible Funk finished 4 under, his best showing in a major. Diligent to the end, Woods would birdie 18 and finish at 9 under after a breathtaking stretch run leading to a 67. He had run out of holes and probably would not win an unprecedented second Triple Crown. He was 2 shots behind Beam, and the Beamer was not making mistakes.
I heard the roars, but I couldn't tell, you can't really tell who they're for. I didn't know he birdied 16 until I got up to 18 and then saw the board. So I said, well, go ahead and make the putt anyways. Probably won't really matter, but it really matters to me that I finish off the correct way.
Look how far Beam had driven it at 18. Knowing he enjoyed a 2-shot lead, he hit a tempered 8-iron to the front of the green and had 3 putts to win. As he began a triumphal walk up to the green, Leonard graciously deferred to Beam and lagged behind so Beam could enjoy the crowd's tribute to the fullest.
I was letting the moment sink in more than anything else. I mean, I saw everybody. I heard everybody. I didn't see everybody more than anything else, but I was letting the moment sink in because it's just one of those euphoric feelings that you only have a couple times in your life.
Who could have possibly predicted that Leonard, widely respected for control and consistency, would be putting for bogey and a 77? Justin shared fourth with Funk at 284.
I put too much pressure on my putter today in my short game. I tried to play aggressively, and today it just wasn't in the cards for me.
Rich Beam's only 3-putt of the week did not take long, nor did it diminish his stunning accomplishment. Beam never backed down at Hazeltine, not even with a late stiff challenge by Tiger Woods. Yes, he deserved a giddy little shimmy with immortality. And he gave his new wife, Sarah, credit for her stabilizing influence on his fun-loving lifestyle.
On behalf of our more than 27,000 PGA professionals, congratulations on a great week here. You'll be a great champion.
This does wonders for my confidence, and I'm not going to treat this any differently. I'm not going to go out next tournament thinking, I've got the world by the tail. I'm going to conquer everybody. I've grown up around the PGA all my life. My father's been a member for over 25 years now. I was actually an apprentice for about 4 years, and so I know how the PGA operates in this championship. They do such a tremendous job with putting it on. It's very special, though, to have my father be a member of the PGA and this kind of being his championship.
The championship was decided by a single stroke for the 4th year in a row. Garcia was already looking forward to the 2009 PGA at Hazeltine. Young Howell could be much heard from in upcoming majors. Only 8 players broke par 288 in a wide range of weather conditions. And the mystery of Mickelson in the majors continued. Join us next year for the 85th PGA Championship at the Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York. Our thanks to Rolex for their support of the 84th PGA Championship official video, Beaming with Pride. That's a great putt by Jennifer. Raymond really got a hold of that one. A lot of hard work is starting to pay off for Gene.
With programs like First Tee, Special Olympics, Midnight Golf, and the Buddy Program, PGA of America members are dedicated to reaching thousands of individuals in all kinds of communities.
Words can't describe the feeling of winning your first tournament.